and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're on a roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they're in the lower end of the rankings and headed down. Not the position you want to find yourself in. Now, we'll see if they can stabilize in the coming games.
Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. They've got Marc Gasol, and it's McGinnis in at the 4. And for the Bulls, Al Horford out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. And so much to take in during the start of the season, Richard. It's hard to not overreact at times.
You got to remember that everything is going to get blown out of proportion in the first week. Give it some time, let it breathe before everyone jumps to conclusions.
Here's McGinnis. Pass to Iverson. Clock at 6. The putback. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Here's Chicago now. Now Brown for 3. Counted from distance.
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
Here's Wade. Pass to Gasol. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Oh, that's offensive interference. Now here's Jordan. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game. Sacramento grabs the miss. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Now here's Jordan. Out to Horford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Jordan, tightly guarded. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. For Sacramento, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Wade, the pass to Gasol, and then Gasol. With the jam.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Jordan finds Horford. Now Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Jordan misses. Last season, Richard, the Kings traded away De'Aaron Fox after 7 years with the organization.
And remember, they chose to trade Tyrese Halliburton in an attempt to build around Fox. And now they're both gone. Sacramento is right back at square one.
Here's Jordan. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Horford, a screen on George. And here's Brown for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Brown's got 6.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls.
Oh,
yes! Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, some explosive stuff from Rose right at the rim, showing these young boys how ferocious he can still be.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Now here's Gasol. In his last outing, 8 points for him. George with it. Now Horford defending. Pass to Gasol. To the middle. Here's Wade. Banked it in off the glass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Jordan against George. Now Jordan. No points yet. Shoots over George. Shot clock at 5. Fade away. Again, the Bulls score.
Love hoping for the best with a prayer that time.
The Kings trailing. Wade, the pass to George. Yep, count it.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Chicago's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. Outside for Love. Chicago passing it around. Pass to Rose. Oh, it's stolen. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And the basket by McGinnis.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Screen by Horford. Rose with it. He's picked up by Gasol. And Horford gets it to go.
We know Horford has that deep stroke, but when he's inside, Al's at his best.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Back to Wade. To the left side wing. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Jordan misses.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Here's McGinnis. Now Gasol. Horford covering. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Al Horford. First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting for Sacramento, Marc Gasol.
And he drops it first. Chicago making a switch here. Morant's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Now here's Jordan. He's covered closely. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pumped, and then slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. And so here's Sacramento, following the bucket by the Bulls. And the basket by McGinnis.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Chicago trailing here. Rose outside. And the shot's good.
Well, smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
Here's Wade. 15 in his last outing. Pass to Iverson. And he dunks it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Now here's Rose. He also had a big impact in that win against the Hawks. Here's Iverson. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What a finish. I mean... He just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Horford can't hit. The Kings lead by 4. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Pass to Lucas. Horford pulls it in. The Bulls have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pritchard, one of the more jaw-dropping athletes in the game. At 6'2", Ja Morant can get his head at the rim.
And he said we'll see that less often these days. He is trying to save his body and stay on the floor for his team. That is key. His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Rose outside. Pass to Horford. Outside Love. Jordan with it. Rose outside. 20 feet out. The shot no good. The Kings lead by 4. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Cam Johnson, he's checked in for Love. And the Kings also making a change. Jackson, he's checked in for Gasol. Here's Lucas. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. Here's Iverson. Rebounded by Johnson.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You gotta love how aggressive Morant is. He is fearless going towards that rim.
On offense, here are the Kings. Here's Iverson. He was another key contributor in that win against Oklahoma City. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Jackson against Jordan. Into the lane. And slam dunk by Jordan.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Fades and shoots. They get the rebound. Lucas. And he lays it up and in. And the Kings lead by 2.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Okay, look out! Man. Wow! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And the level of creativity that Rose has. I mean, just showing it all off in the pick and roll.
Here's Iverson. He's got 6. Here's Wade. Soft touch off the glass. Wade's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Jordan against Jackson. Chalk up 2 there.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And it's stolen by Rose. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's picked off. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. And that one drops. Iverson's got 8.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Jordan, the pass to Rose. To the paint. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
And Horford has to run these screen and rolls countless times. That experience helps him capitalize right there.
And here are the Kings now. Here's Iverson. Give him 8 points now. Horford with some nice D. It's all tied in Chicago. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. On the court for the Kings. Second quarter underway. Ball is out there with Jackson. Then there's Marc Gasol. And it's Lucas in at the power forward position. Now here's Davis. Up and over Gasol. Too tall. Davis goes up and over.
You pick a level, he'll show you how to get it done. And the mid-range happens to be one of them.
It's stolen by Love. Wagner finds Davis. Chicago passing it around. Levine passes to Love. 6 to shoot. Love, a screen on Jackson. Levine. And again, it's Chicago.
Over the course of his career, Levine has grown into just an absolute lethal shooter. And the mid-range, that's a huge part of it.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside for Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Now one on ball. And Ja Morant has said he wants to dial back his dunking for his health. Did that ever cross your mind, Richard, as an aerial artist?
Well, dunking can take its toll over time, but I was kind of a crash test dummy. I was going to keep jumping no matter what. Ja's a little bit more concerned with getting hit in the air.
The first free throw is good. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
You know, Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Here's Ball. Chicago making their last shot. Count it. Ball's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And Ball makes the intelligent play, using the tried and true pick and roll to create an opening.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Morant, hounded by Ball. Morant hammers it down hard.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Puts up a 3. Gasol grabs the board. Kings trail by 5. Ball passes to Gasol. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Gasol's got 8.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Right side Morant. Pass to Levine. Stolen by Jackson. Ball outside. It's George on the wing. Shoots over Brown. George, good. Now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
Well, PG moves so well with the ball, there's a grace to his game.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the New York Knicks.
And for their matchup with the 76ers, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
Chicago making some changes. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And Jordan subbed in for Levine.
And Morant remains one of the most explosive guards in the league. A fearless competitor who doesn't back down from anyone and has unlimited confidence. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Jordan. Good on the baseline K. Give him 8.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
Okay, look, that move right there is a product of repetition. He's worked on that, and it pays off over that little larger defender.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Pass to George. Lucas controls the rebound and the putback.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And here's Brown. 17 points in his last outing. Chicago passing it around. Down low. And here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
Pass to Iverson. George in a post, defended by Brown. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. George has got 4 points this quarter. Chicago leading by 3. Morant looking around. George against Jordan. Shoots over George. Paul George pulls down the board.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Shot's good by Iverson.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Here's Morant. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Paul George. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
And Morant no good on that one.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
Pass to Iverson. Top of the key. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Iverson's got 12 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For Chicago, Davis comes in for Love. And it's Zach LaVine in for Morant. Zubats, he's checked in for Sacramento. Now here's Rose. 6 points for him. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I mean, how many times have you seen that? Derrick Rose driving, scoring, exerting his will on the game.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. BA, back to you.
Allie, thanks for the report. And it's slammed in by Zubats. Here's Rose. Give him 8 points now. Inside. Here's Jordan. And slammed up by Jordan.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Iverson can't hit.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Pass to Rose. Now Jordan. Shoots over George. Jordan misses. Kings trail by 3. And here's George, covered by Jordan. George, no good.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
On the wing, Davis. Now here's Brown. 6 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Oh, George with a steal in transition. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Fourth, Ivica Zubac.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Chicago leading by 3. Levine with a screen on George. Up top, Levine. Now Jordan. He's got 12. Pass to Rose. There's the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Wade's got 4 rebounds now. The floater, and it's good on the lay-in. Wade's got 8 points.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Rose, the pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And passes like this demonstrate Rose's unselfish attitude, which is why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Horford, he's checked in for Chicago. Kevin Love comes in for Levine. And Sacramento making a change here. And here are the Kings now. They trail by 3.
Michael Jordan. First personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Wade. Give him 8. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 14. Outside, Brown. Back to Jordan. And Gasol with the block.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Wade, defended by Brown. The 17-footer. Chicago with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Atlanta.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Free throw's good. Jordan.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Kings trail by 4. Pass to McGinnis. minute 35 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Wade. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Dwayne Wade. One shot.
And that one misses. And here's Horford. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
They split their games last season and both figure to be fighting for playoff spots this year.
Now here's Rose. Give him 8 points now. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Jordan. Gasol grabs the board.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway, and look, he paid the price.
Here's Wade. He's got 12. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pass to Iverson. Here's McGinnis. 26 seconds left to play in the half. Inside. And then Gasol with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Pass to Jordan. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
15 foul. At the line for the Bulls, Michael.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Jordan. With 1 on the clock. That shot missing. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Chicago ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good matchup here at the break.
Sometimes it takes everyone on your roster. Guys have to come in, play their roles, and execute.
Yeah, impressive performance by their second unit. And guys, now let's see what games have yet to tip off. It'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers up against the Celtics in Boston. 7 p.m. Eastern Time for tip-off.
Maybe we'll be surprised with a huge upset, or not.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Chicago leading by 4. Kevin Love out there with Al Horford. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Jordan in at the 2. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. Now here's Rose. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rose has got 10 points.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
Pass to McGinnis. Here's Wade, covered by Jordan. And he gets it to go. 14 points for him.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Brown finds Jordan. Now here's Love. Back to Jordan. Over George. Love passes to Horford. Paul George pulls down the board.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. That'll send Paul George to the free throw line. That one's on Rose. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Paul George, shooting 1.
That's good from George.
You know what makes George so valuable offensively is his effectiveness both on and off the ball. He's equally good as a ball handler or a spot-up shooter.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Dwayne Wade, second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Derrick Rose. One shot.
And that one falls for Rose.
You know, it's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derrick still has a passion for the game.
And the layup is good off the glass. Wade's got 16 points now.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Love, a screen on George. Outside for Love. Chicago passing it around. Here's Brown. And Gasol with the block. For the tie. Iverson can't hit.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Rose outside. Outside, Brown. Out to the wing. Love passes to Jordan. Fades away. And it's good. 2 points. Jordan's got 23.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Here's Wade. He's got 16. George. And George with the jam.
I like when George finishes with authority, leaving no room for error.
Rose right side. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
So it's Sacramento now. After the basket by Chicago.
You can't lose track of PG. He is a lethal catch-and-shoot option.
Rose outside. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Here's Wade, covered by Jordan. Pass to Iverson. Over Rose. Iverson can't hit. Chicago leading by 3. Jordan with it. Give him 23. Kick out to Brown. Jacks up a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Back to Wade. And he drives in. And he jams it home with authority.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. In third, Chicago.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Outside Love. 4-3. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got assist number 5 here tonight. Kings trail by 4. Pass to Wade. Down low. Here's Iverson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Iverson's got 14.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Now here's Jordan. Not a lot of room. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. The Kings have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Rose. 17 points in the game. Pass to Love. Back to Rose. Chicago needs to get off the shot here. And Horford powers it home.
A guy who knows this action inside and out. Horford gets himself a shot off that pick and roll.
Here's Wade. Give him 20. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Pass to Love. Fires the 3. Drains the triple. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
You know, Love can do more than just catch and shoot, but it's the area that he's most comfortable in.
Here's Wade. Back to George. Here's the 3. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jordan goes in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And so George will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to McGinnis. Back to George. Sacramento passing it around. They need this. And that's 2 points on the layup. Wade's got 22.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Love. Give him 8 points now. And here's Brown for 3. McGinnis with a rebound. McGinnis has got 4 rebounds in the game. George, good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Chicago leading by 3. And here's Jordan. 25 points in the game. Back to Rose. To the middle. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Oh, that's how you flush it. I see you, K-Love, showing still got a little bit of bounce.
Kings trail by 5. Here's Wade. He's got 22. With the fadeaway. Love grabs the miss. Chicago has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Pass to Rose. Outside, Brown. 5 on the clock. Out to Rose. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Sacramento. George has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Iverson, guarded by Rose. On the wing, Wade. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Checked in for Chicago. Bulls leading by 3. Rose outside. Horford passes to Rose. Back to Horford. Outside Love. It's hauled in by Lucas.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor. While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the Bulls making a change here. Brown's checked in, and Sacramento making a change here. Now here's Rose. He's got 17. Horford, a screen on ball. Here's Rose. And Horford powers it home.
Bringing the heat. Horford goes for the rim with real intensity.
Kings trail by 3. Now Ball. Pass to Wade. To the paint. Gasol. The bank shot. No good.
Nice work defensively. Meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
And then Morant with the dunk.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it in from the elbow. Chicago with a rebound. Horford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jordan pass to Brown. Rose outside. Chicago passing it around. Morant with it. He's picked up by Gasol. And Horford powers it home.
And it's so difficult to defend Morant in a pick and roll because not only can he get his own, but he can also create passing angles in very tight spaces.
Here's Wade. 24 points for him. Chicago with a rebound. Up top, Brown. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Rose, the pass to Brown. Screen by Horford. Brown can't hit.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Jackson, pass to Lucas. Here's Wade, pounded by Morant. To stop the drought, and he lays it in. Wade's got 26.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Here's Rose, and it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
serving it up on a platter. That is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for Sacramento, we've got Paul George, Jackson out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Iverson in at the one.
Hey, pulling out the hook shot. No one there to defend it, that's for sure.
Pass to Morant. Now Jordan. Morant with a screen on George. Here's Jordan. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 27.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Kings trail by 7. Deflects the pass. Gets stolen by Johnson. Morant with it. Guarded now by George. It's hauled in by Lucas. Lucas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. From 7 feet away, kicks it to George. They set the pick. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Kevin Love. Allie?
Guys, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Chicago. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Unfortunate for him personally, but he has been given the go-ahead from the team. We'll see what he chooses to do, given the unlikelihood that they make the playoffs.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel.
It's unfortunate but true. If you play with passion, there's sometimes pain that comes along with it. We wish him the best.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. He shoots. George with the bucket.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Now here's Morant. It's Brown on the wing. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
Here's Iverson. George outside. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Jordan. Here's Brown. Pass to Jordan. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Jordan's got 10 points here in the second half.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Jackson outside. Pass to Lucas. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Horford, he's checked in for Johnson. And here's Horford. Back to Morant. Jordan, the pass to Morant. Pass to Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Iverson. It's George on the wing, covered by Jordan. George, and that's good. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
His second triple of the half, well, look, that's 2 more than he had in the first, so things, I guess, are trending in the right direction.
Morant with it. Jackson in his pocket. Ooh, it's stolen away. Over to the wing. Fires from the corner. Shot's good by Iverson.
You gotta love how George always keeps his options open, willing to make the right pass.
Chicago leading by 6. Morant with it. Pass to Jordan. Back to Morant. Chicago passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Levine. Rebound by Sacramento. McGinnis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Iverson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, he's got some hop. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Kings trail by 6. And here's George. Takes a 3. And Morant clears the board. Morant charging in. And here's Brown for 3. Paul George pulls it in. George has got 5 rebounds tonight.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Hits on Zach LaVine.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Love comes in for Brown, and it's Derrick Rose in for Ja Morant. Sacramento also making some changes. Gasol's checked in for George, and it's Wade in for Jackson. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with this team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Outside LaVine. Pass to Jordan. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Ooh, determined bucket from LaVine.
Just muscling through the contact. LaVine is a flat-out star.
And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's McGinnis. Covered by Love. Here's Iverson. Nice D from Horford.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Pass to Jordan. The Kings making a switch here. George is checked in.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Sacramento. It's a three-point game. Outside LaVine. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. George, no good. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Pass to Jordan. Back to Rose. He takes it in. And there's Horford on the assist from Rose. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And this is how you run the pick and roll. Rose, a master at this stage of his career.
George scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Iverson. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, there's nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Horford, a screen on George. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's George. After the basket by Chicago. Shot's no good. Chicago leading by 5. Jordan up top. George defending. There's a screen by Love. Yes, sir!
And this is a vintage night from Derrick Rose. It's like we're back in 2011, his MVP season.
Here's Iverson with the drive. Jams it home!
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Chicago. And Rose has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They've led by as many as 11. There's the drive. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Yes, sir! That one's good!
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
He's not going to let this game get away from them. He's going to get to the bucket and get them points.
Now here's Rose. Bucket!
Yes! I mean, Rose can be this guy for his team still. I mean, he isn't shaken up by the intensity of the moment. I mean, he just goes to work. I love it.
Dwayne Wade, third personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one falls for Rose.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Brown pulls down the board. Bulls leading by 6. No good from 3.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Drives to the hoop. Oh, he can't get the layup. Chicago has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Brown. Oh, the slam! Off a fantastic lead pass. What a play!
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
That's what he wanted!
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Derrick Rose.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Sacramento calls timeout. 23 seconds left to play in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
The defensive pressure was right there. Here he goes. The 15-footer. Oh, the shot is off. This one belongs to Chicago. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Derrick Rose.